unfortunately. So do we just pump our dragon, or do we get in there? I think we just go wide. Put 2 counters on the headless. They're going to pump with 3 blockers. And YOLO? Is that going to be enough? I don't know. So they block. They could block 4. Here's the highest, right? So 2, 4, 9. Nope, it's not going to be enough. Not gonna be enough, but thankfully, because we have a bunch of zombies, we're gonna make a bunch of blockers, so... Oh, Inferno Grass. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Oh, man. Oh, what a delight. Only if we... Greetings, happy friends, and welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more crafting, designing, playing Magic, and decks, so hopefully you can struggle a little less and have a lot more fun. We are at it again, this time playing around with a 100% meme card, Maskwood Nexus. The purpose of this deck is to capitalize on the fact that Nexus makes everybody, all your creatures, changelings, which means they all share every creature type. So we're going to try to take some of the more tribal-centric lords and see if we can mash them all together to create some crazy super soldiers, if you will. So without further ado, let's dive into the deck. Starting off with Maskwood Nexus. This is a artifact for 4 generic. Creatures you control are every creature type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. This is kind of important because what this means is that it will also trigger enter the battlefield effects, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But for example, if a card cares for an elf coming into play, your typically they will come into play as a changeling, so they will count as an elf and trigger that ability. So something to keep in mind. And then for 3 generic and tap it, create a 2/2 blue shapeshifter creature token with changeling, i.e. a way to make more super soldiers. So that's what we're building the deck around. There's a fine line between making the deck work only when you have Nexus out and it could still function on its own. I flirted with that line, to be completely transparent. I probably leaned a little more on the too wide and we really need Nexus to go off. That being said, I think dig up is something that I should have considered. And I may do it in another iteration of the video, so definitely consider that. I talk about it more at the end of the video, but I just wanted to touch on that. If you guys are yelling at me the whole time, why don't you have dig up to tutor? I did consider splashing white, and I tried it for that 2/2. I forgot what it's called. It's actually a 1/1 for 2, but it lets you look at the top 4 cards for an artifact and put it into your hand to add some consistency to the deck. But I felt like the top 4 wasn't enough to warrant us having a worse mana base. So this is what I settled on with straight Jund, which I don't mind playing. That being said, let's go ahead and go into the deck. So now that we know why the center of the deck, let's start from the bottom up. We're running 4 Rockfall Veils, 4 Crag Crown Pathways, 4 Deathcap Glades, 3 Dark Boar Pathways, 4 Haunted Ridges, 4 Blightstep Pathways, a forest, and a mountain in case people try to land destruction us. This deck can't afford tap land, so that's why I didn't go with the snow package for Faces Haven, even though that is a consideration. But then again, I guess any creature land would actually work. So that could be something you consider, but I don't know. I felt the power base was the mana base was really strict. To be able to ramp into our Nexus a turn early, we are running Reclusive Taxidermist. This is a 1/2 human druid for 1 blue, or 1 green, correction. Reclusive Taxidermist gets +3/+2 as long as there are 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. So of course you can put any 2 mana ramp creature you want here, as long as it makes mana of any color. I just wanted to try out Taxidermist because of the fact that it can get bigger later in the game. We're running 2 Elvish War Masters. This is a 2/2 Elf Warrior for 1 and a green. Whenever 1 or more other elves enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green elf creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. So of course, like I said, as long as Nexus is in play, it can potentially spit out a bunch of additional tokens that also are changelings and get all the buffs from everybody else. And then later in the game, should you happen to flood, being able to give all your creatures +2/+2 and death touch until end of turn for 5 green is a decent way to finish the game, especially since Skeletal Swarming gives all our guys trample. We'll talk about that there when we get there. We're running 4 Magda Brazen Outlaws, which is a 2/1 Dwarf Berserker for 1 red. Other dwarves you control get a +1/+0. So a slight kind of half Anthem effect, if you will, on a board. But she also draws us a bunch, or creates a bunch of treasure tokens, because whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. Sacrifice 5 treasure tokens, search your library for an artifact or dragon card, put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So additional synergies there, of course. If we don't have our Nexus, this is a backup way to go find it, though most of the time we don't really get to 5 treasures, but it is a backup plan. Everything in our deck is a dragon if we have Nexus in play. And then, yeah, once again, she buffs our whole team, and when they attack, you can generate X amount of treasure tokens. So it's not completely unheard of for her to go off. We're running 4 Dragon's Fires because why not? Instant speed removal that could potentially get bigger. It's an instant for 1 in a red. As an additional cost, excuse me. As additional cost to cast this spell, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand or choose the dragon you control. Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you reveal a dragon card or choose a dragon as you cast this spell, Dragonfire deals damage equal to the power of that card or creature instead. We're running 2 Dragonkin Berserkers, which is a 2/2 human berserker for 1 red. First strike, which is nice. Both abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate for each dragon you control. Remember, all our creatures are going to be dragons. So, boast 4 and a red, but easily just a red. Create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. We're running 3 Infernal Grass. This is an instant for 1 and a black. Destroy target creature. You lose 2 life. So just an easy catch-all removal spell. Then here goes into some of our more like combo-y cards with Nexus. Tovolar, Dire Overlord, is a 3/3 human werewolf for 1 green red. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Remember, all our creatures are hopefully going to be werewolves. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. Not really relevant. It's going to ask you in this deck, and you just submit 0 because you can't flip anything. And then you can do his plus ability, where he's a 4/4 on the Nightbound side. He still has the whenever a wolf or werewolf deals damage, draw a card. But then for X red green, target wolf or werewolf you control gets +X until end of turn and gains trample until end of turn. So a bonus there. And then this could easily be a 4 of, but I was still mixing matching with the deck. Headless Rider is a 3/1 zombie for 2 black. Whenever Headless Rider or another non-token zombie you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So the thing here is it's kind of our board wipe prevention, right? If everything counts as a zombie when Headless Rider is in play, when they try to board wipe us, we get a bunch of 2/2s that count as every creature type. So let's say, for example, you're holding, I don't know, a Magda or a Tovolar in hand after the board wipe, you could play that, and now all your zombie changelings get buffed and swing in there. So that's the synergy there. And then finally, we're running 4 Helana and Elena as partners. Not super synergistic if I'm being completely transparent, but why not? Giving all our guys charge or haste so they can get in there, and buffing them is always a good thing. So there are 2/3 human ranger for 2 red green. First strike and reach, which is relevant. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is Helana and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. So once again, not really into the tribal theme of the deck, but I wanted some resilience should the deck not draw their Nexus. I think we could probably lean a little to the safer side more as well, but alas, I like to go deep when I try stuff to see if the strategy is viable. Finally, one of the key linchpins in the deck, honestly, is Skeletal Swarming. I know you guys love this card, and so do I. So Skeletal Swarming is an enchantment for 3 green and black. Each skeleton you control has trample, attacks each combat if able, and gets +X +0, where X is the number of other skeletons you control. At the beginning of your end step, create a tapped 1/1 black skeleton creature token. If that creature died this turn, create 2 of those tokens instead. So, one disclaimer. So, this is like a double-edged sword. It's awesome when you play it when you have a full board, because remember, now everything is a skeleton. So, all of a sudden, your board of like 5 dudes becomes ginormous because they all get the +X+0 and trample, which is so good. The flip side is that because they're all skeletons, they all have to attack. So keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out when to play skeletal swarming, because there may be a point in the game where you don't feel like it's correct to play it, but yeah, it's sweet to have your team just get buffed out of nowhere. So the deck is interesting for sure. It's a meme, I'm not gonna lie, but man, could be super fun to make some elven zombie werewolf tokens, right? I think that's probably the most cleanest answer I could give you. We get elven zombie werewolf dwarf tokens. There you go, we'll go with that. Finally, want to give a shout out to a supporter of the channel, Ryan. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, really do appreciate you. But ladies, gentlemen, happy friends, that is the deck. So without further ado, let's see what kind of shenanigans we can get into. I have never drawn more swarmings in my entire life. Sure, it has all our colors. Tovolar into Helana. Hey, alright. I'll take that. Into Headless Rider. This deck is so funny. Oh man, this deck is funny. Let's get underneath the radar. Alright, let's see if they can survive. I don't think they're going to, but it's funny. Deluge? Oh, they can still play a land. Land Fading Hope, lol. Land Fading Hope. Oh, no Fading Hope. Alright. Tovolar or Vanguard? Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Okay, so this is the board wipe. Fair. I was really expecting it to be the Fading Hope, so I was like, at least this guy... Well, I guess he wouldn't do anything. Oh, wow, that would have been really bad, actually. Oh, alright. We're doing some things. We're not going to get to do the Nexus, unfortunately. But other than that, this feels pretty good. Lol, we could do another one. They got one card in it. Whatever, let's draw some cards. Tovolar. Trigger. A space. Alright, we got there. Whew. Close one. Alright. Yeah. We can keep this. I think we have some plays here. We have our Nexus, so let's see. Guess we'll just go here so we can guarantee our 2 play. Yeah, I like that. We have our 1 white, so we'll go red. There we go. We have a curve. Let's see if we can make it happen. Let's see if we can make this happen. So we just need to draw our 4th land and everything will be completely awesome. Okay. So they're a weapon-based deck. Look at that. Casually drawing all our colors like we're champions. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in there. Let's go let it happen. We'll drop Tovolar. Opponent is wondering what the heebie-jeebies is going on. Next turn, we'll get to Nexus, draw 2 cards, or maybe Halana. We have no enter the battlefield trigger effects, so... We're leaving our Berserker back next turn, unfortunately. Could take 6 here, but we can't take too many swings of that. So probably Halana then. Ooh. Okay, well that kind of lets us do 2 things, right? Let's get in there first, I guess. Trying to figure out if they want to give us the card or not. We have a fast spell. Do we let that resolve? We have a chump blocker. Flying is an issue, though. Double damage is worse. Let's just let that happen. Draw a card, and then we can kill their double damage. Another land. Whiff. Dragon. Just in case they have another pump spell. Now it takes their whole turn to equip, and we're okay with that. Opponent's gonna foretell a card. Next turn we'll be able to draw 2, though. Let's do that. Feels pretty good. So we get to draw 2 cards here if our opponent decides to leave their cleric. Or they yeah, sweet. Trigger. The ball is a rolling. And we get to attack next turn with our Berserker. He won't be free, though. It'd be 4. If we had a mag, though, we'd be in pretty good shape. Nice. Nice. Didn't really want to see double of them. So here, plus here, trigger. They can block Tovolar if they want. Let's go here, and then everybody attacks. So they can either kill the Smith or kill Tovolar. And they're all human werewolf berserkers. Artificers, I guess. Okay. Fair. Okay. Alright. Of course, they're all werewolves, though, so they are gonna get flipped next turn. Hammer. Yeah. Nice. Pretty big dude. They all flip. Oh, that's funny. We can't flip them. That is funny. Do we just make a dude here? Because we can't play either of them. So, I think we do. Because then we're going to make a dragon as well. So, go to combat. Buff here. Attack with everything. Trigger boast for 1. Yeah. This feels pretty good. We're going to give him trample. Pay 1 seems fine. Give it here. Boom. Draw a card off of first strike. That works. Good game. Good game, opponent. Nice. Well, this one only has 2 lands, but it has access to all our removal, so we're going to keep it. We also have our Nexus, so... Alright, there we go. Well, against mono green. So we'll be able to do a couple things. Man, how sweet. Darn it. Let's go ahead and pick red, and we'll just go ahead and bolt that now. Hopefully able to buy us some time. I'd like to get something on the board, though. So, let's see. Green source off the top. No dice, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get Magda. I think I'm okay if they pay to level it up, right? We'll be able to attack back. That'll give us our Nexus. Then our Nexus, War Master, and a Tovolar. Gonna fight, fair enough. Good turn for our opponent. This is kind of our window, so I guess we hold, unfortunately. See where our opponent puts the counter. That's going to decide what's happening here. Right, we'll go ahead and shoot that. 4J would have been nice. Oh, unluck. Unluck. Still no green source. Let's see here. Get Nexus, take 4. I don't think that's correct. Just have to pass it back. And Infernal Grasp. Cool. That buys us a little bit of time. Let's get our Nexus online. I guess we could have also played the Berserker. Maybe that would have been correct, actually. Man, this has been extremely awkward. Guess we play the Berserker so we could potentially make a dragon here, right? So they're gonna play their Ren in 7, which means we're probably not gonna be able to attack, which is unfortunate. I think we had a decent shot this game if we had... Alright. It's a little bit better. So, how are we doing this? Go War Master. Yeah, I don't think attacking is good, unfortunately. So, let's go War Master into Headless Rider. And then if we attack now... We hold. Opponent appreciates it. Nice. Alright, we have a chump blocker, which is sweet. We're going to have a decent attack next turn with Tovolar. So this is actually... not too bad. Like, we're in a bit of a pickle, but we have some of our tools to get out of it. So, drop Tovolar. Get our chump blocker. They get pumped out, but they had to tap out to do that. We swing with the team. We can still make a dragon here. Trigger. The Tovolar, another Headless Rider. Yeah, let's play a Taxidermist. Alright. We're doing it. Can we pull it off? Old growth soul, okay. Our opponent getting, I mean, we're gonna have to go pretty wide here, and they've got major blockers. That unnatural growth is unfortunate for us. They're gonna get to draw at least one card here. Hopefully they attack. Do have a chump blocker. Fair enough. Think we just chump block here. Can we go around them? We sadly can't flip anything, so submit 0. We got another land though. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3 blockers. We can either give something overwhelm, right? We could pump the dragon to 9, or we can play a headless rider and Halana, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we could play and make a dragon. Is that good enough? We can go here. Is that better than the overwhelm? Maybe. Play the other headless rider. Go to we're not going to get to make a dragon, unfortunately. So do we just pump our dragon, or do we get in there? I think we just go wide. Put 2 counters on the headless. They're going to pump with 3 blockers. And YOLO? Is that going to be enough? I don't know. So they block. They could block 4. Here's the highest, right? So 2, 4, 9. Nope, it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough, but thankfully, because we have a bunch of zombies, we're going to make a bunch of blockers, so... Oh, Inferno Grass. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Oh, man. Oh, what a delight. Only if we could have made another dragon, right? Double growth. Sick opponent. I don't know if we can win this. I think the double growth was enough. So let's see, right? So chomp. Chomp. We could block. Block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Is everything blocked? Everything is blocked. Are we at 1? Oh my gosh, are we at 1 for this? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a game. Holy cow. That was crazy. Our opponent's going first. This doesn't have a lot going for us. I think we can keep it. At least we have the mana to do everything, right? And I guess that's probably gonna be a little more important. Alright, there's some removal. So we'll go War Master. Right, can we do... Yeah, this could be black. Alright, we weren't gonna be able to Thalia anyways, so that's fine. Let's get black. Play Elvish War Master. So next turn we'll remove some... Ooh, Naya. Alright, so Naya counters maybe? Nice. I like. We're definitely gonna kill Tovolar, get in there for 2. That's for sure gonna happen here. And then we get to... And we get to Halana, and then... Well, we can't Swarming, that's unfortunate. Man, a Nexus would be fantastic if we can get that going. Minsk, alright. So is Alana on defense? Probably, right? I think we just hold here. This is the one issue that I have and why I considered splashing white to be able to tutor up the Nexus, because the difference between the Nexus and the Knot is going to be huge. Can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Hey, alright. That's a step in the right direction. We get a chump blocker. Or are we dead? We're not dead, but it's not great either. Let's see. Green, red. I don't think this matters. Let's go here. And taxidermist. And then spread the health around. We're probably chump blocking, I think. Maybe we should just put it on a dude. So, luckily, nice. Man, I think if we had Nexus, actually, I don't think, I know. If we had Nexus, there'd be a good chance we could win this, unfortunately. Let's see our opponent attacks here. Interesting. I'm confused as to why that happened, but that's okay. Do we have any good attacks here? Okay, I feel comfortable about that. We get 2 skeletons here. We have some chump blockers. And maybe it was... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, man. And these are only elves, though. That's the only annoying thing, right? Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, so they're like a bard class? Okay, that makes more sense. They're like a bard class deck. Okay. Man, if we could get Nexus, and now we're so close. So the question is, do we not attack because we want to leave this up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we kind of have to. Feels these guys can't attack yet, unfortunately. Oh, they have to attack. That's right. And they both die, so I wonder if we just give counters, 2 counters to one of them versus that. They could still just double block, unfortunately. I think this is solid here. Yeah, they make the obvious blocks. It's only bad because we don't have Nexus. How sick would this turn have been if we had Nexus? Okay, cool. That actually is fine. This happens. And then we play this dude. And get 2 skeletons again. We don't have chump blockers, so actually, I guess we have... Yeah, we technically have 2 chump blockers. Angel Fire, alright. Counters there. No point in chump blocking. Flooding out a little bit is awkward. Let's see here. Well, now these guys can no longer swing, unfortunately. And we're just going to lose this race now. So I think we have to go here. Come on, Nexus. Off the top. Oh, the Nexus off the top would be absolutely huge here. You know what I mean? Because then, oh, so many buffs. Alright, so they're going to take... So maybe we just die here? And we can make it, dude. Sigarda, okay. So that's good enough, right? Because we don't have any... We have reach. Just show me the counters in the right way. Good game, opponent. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think we could have gotten there. Alright. Yeah. I mean, ramp into Halana. Tovolar draw cards, removal in all 3 colors. Seems like a keeper to me, friends. Let's see if it gets us there. We're on the draw, unfortunately. Don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Blue-green. Okay. I don't know if this is a good... Actually, I mean, I guess we have no idea what's a good and bad matchup for this deck because it's not a meta deck. So, yeah. I would say probably a bad matchup. Right? Because all they have to do is bounce our Nexus. And then we'll be in trouble. So we'll figure it out. Opponent in the tank. Binding the old gods to stop our ramp. Fair enough. And gives them a little bit of ramp. So full-blown soul tie. Alright, opponent. I guess let's just be mana efficient. If we need to next turn, we have access to either Halana or Magda plus Dragonfire. So, seems reasonable. Seeka's Chariot. Okay. So, let's see. I don't know if we have any good attacks here or not. So, I guess if we drop Halana, right? We can attack with Magda. They'll give us a treasure token. Treasure token. And then we could... Oh, no. Never mind. Yeah, I guess we just push damage, right? And they have to double block to get Tovolar off the board. So, let's see. Do we have another green? There we go. Get double green. Go here. And then we could potentially hold to leave up Dragonfire, but I think we just need to push. Because I think they may just chump block, which isn't horrible for us, right? I mean, I guess they could just take the 5, give us the card, and then they crack back with the Chariot as well, is a consideration. Trying to figure it out. You know, and there is a chance that we're trying to go a little too wide, right? Maybe we should just play something like... Yeah, see, they're definitely trying to consider it. Okay, fair. They deny us the card, and they get to keep everything. Fair. So let's see if they have anything to go with that here. Then we get Magda next turn, get an extra ramp. Yeah, like I'm wondering, maybe we went a little too wide as far as types, right? Because the synergy is so crucial, or the Nexus is so crucial to the idea. Like, we've definitely gone off a couple of times with it, but I want the deck to still be functional if we can't draw it. Though, you know, I wonder if this deck needs Dig Up. Okay, Karun to get a dude, fair. Okay. No blocks. I'm assuming they have either bounce or removal here. Right? We don't have a clean answer to the chariot, unfortunately. But Magda will, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So meat hook for 3. Okay. Alright, we got a little lucky there, actually. I mean, it's not the best, right? But, I mean, at least, let's see. So we can still leave up 2 things and then block. So I guess let's draw. Double Dragon's Fire. I don't think that's quite worth it right now. So we're just going to go ahead and play both our creatures. I guess this does make it a little, set us up for failure if they have a Wren in 7 here. But then again, we have double Dragonfire, so we could potentially Dragonfire down the token and then kill Wren. They get left with 1 token. 1 Tree Folk, 6 cards. I mean, we are a race against time, right? Okay. Okay, that turns our Dragonfires back on. Kind of flooding here, unfortunately. I guess let's check for a fast spell. Kill Creeper. Yep, they have it. We get pinged. That resolves. Let's go into the red zone. I'm wondering if there's an argument. I don't think so. To like, oh no, it's on the backside anyways. Okay, okay. Headless Horseman. Do we just run that out? Is my question. We can, and we could still leave up some form of removal, right? I just don't know if that's correct or whatever. I'm not gonna overthink it, I guess. If they have a board wipe, it at least gives us a creature, right? So we could still attack. Memory Deluge. So, I mean, really, the world's their oyster here, right? They can grab whatever they want, unfortunately. One, two, three, four, five, 6. So Hullbreaker will block here, and they take 7. If we don't get to flip Tovolar, unfortunately. Yeah, well, no, we cast a spell. I was like, okay, we played Dragonfire on their 2/2, so it wasn't really a thing. Because I was like, well, maybe we try to force Tovolar's flip, but no dice. Tap land, that makes me feel good. So we have a window here. They're going to Prosperous Innkeeper. Okay. Do they have a follow-up play? So we have to try to kill him this turn. Do we play around the Jirari Disruption? I think so, right? Because that's one of the ways we lose this. Right? And we still have plenty of mana to be able to... okay. Alright. So, I sorry, opponent. We were playing it safe. But I think it was correct to play around the Jiraiya Disruption there. Yeah, this hand... We're finally on the play. But unfortunately, I think this hand just sets us up for failure. I mean, I guess we have 2 times to draw land. So we could play Halana ahead of curve. Right? We have removal. I think I'm going to mulligan. I think we could do better. And yeah, this feels better to me. We'll keep this and we'll, to my dismay... Well, we get ramp. I mean, do we just tuck the Berserker? And then hope the enchantment gets us there? We have 3 lands and ramp. I want to keep the removal for sure. I I hope I don't regret that. Really don't. It's close. It's close. I think at one point I want to get Nexus plus Skeletal Swarming on the board at least once. Okay. We could have attacked through that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and play our ramp. So next turn we can go. We'll probably have to leave up Dragonfire for Sedgemoor Witch if this is what they're running. If not, we'll leave it for I know, I can imagine every time we play that. Oh, that's awesome. Well, at least we get to attack for one here. I appreciate that. So if we win this, it's going to be off the back of Skeletal Swarming. Mono Black obviously being very good at removing creatures. And that's the main point of our deck. So unless we get a really nice, like, we have 2 or 3. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, cool. Ironically, I mean, that's about as good as we can ask for that card in our deck, to be honest with you. So I think that's kind of funny. So let's go ahead and get Swarming going. I feel better now that we kept Swarming, honestly. I really don't know. Mono Black definitely feels like a bad matchup for us, because... Okay, okay. So we get 2 skeletons now, right? Yes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Our opponent doing some damage themselves. Hunt for species, okay. Hunt for specimens, I don't know why I said species. So let's just get in there, right? Because if they block, we get 2 anyways, so there's no sense burning the Dragon's Fire. I think we need the Dragon's Fires for their lulfs. Okay. Yep. And then we still go up to 3. That resolves. Play a Berserker. Do we get to make a dragon? I don't think so. We're going to need to draw land. So if they lulth here, I think we're still okay. Because Dragonkin Berserker has first strike. Blow on the snow, yeah. Nothing we could do there. I wonder if there was incentive not to play Berserker, right? I don't really know, to be honest with you. Hey, alright. So we start the chain all over again. Yeah, maybe I should have sandbagged it. I guess. I was expecting the Blow on the Snow just to get back a Shambling Gas, right?
You could have such power. We will slay our enemies.
So I wonder... Oh, we would have been able to as well. Alright, I wonder if they'll let this happen. So do we go to their... I think we have to attack her. We can also attack here, see if that draws us a card. I'm trying to think of what's the best way to do this to maximize. Yeah, let's see if we can draw a card. So we double Dragon's Fire, right? Yeah, I guess we have to. So we Dragonfire here. And then that's fine. And then now we get to keep our Tovolar. And with her stuff on the stack, we Dragonfire her. And then, I mean, kind of gross, but... Alright, let's kill her before she gets her counters. I don't know if that was a 2-for-1 or not. I mean, I guess it was, right? Yeah. Alright, so, I mean, typical Planeswalker fashion, we got 2-for-1, but, you know, if they don't have a strong play here, maybe we can get there. Once again, Nexus off the top would be sweet. Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, our opponent completely negated everything we've done in the first 5 turns of the game. Now it's nighttime. Unluck. Okay. And they have their card draw engine on board. Fair. Yeah. A lot of cards being drawn from the opponent. I imagine this is going to be an exhibition. Oh, okay, that's right. For our swarming. Alright. Think that's probably going to be good enough if I had to take a stab at it. Unfortunately. Oh, man. We get to at least kill the Skullport Merchant so they don't get to draw any cards, but the Annihilation next turn taking out the Swarming feels pretty rough. Just, you know, it's... Yeah. They didn't even have that much board removal. Let's go ahead and just do this. Oh, I should have waited till after damage, actually. Just in case they have, yeah, I should have waited till after damage. They get their card back, I mean, but at least they only get 1 card out of it versus it kind of generating value every turn. Alright, they're going to take their turn off to annihilate. We're going to get to draw a card. I mean, I really can't imagine. Yeah. Land is definitely not what we needed here. Infernal Grasp, nope. Alright, let's get him for 2, I guess. Another Loath.
You reek with
Let's see what we draw here.
Do what I demand.
They get to draw cards every turn. Okay. Okay, that's not the worst. That is not the worst. That was actually a decent top deck here. So let's go to combat. And then I almost want to wait till blocks. Oh yeah, but they just block the big one. Yeah, gosh darn it, that's so awkward. Super awkward. I guess we just attack with 1. And then Infernal Grasp 1. They'll still be able to just minus her, I guess? Okay. Alright, I guess we just let this happen. Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be one of these games where we just lose to Meat Hook. You have access to 9 mana, 4 cards.
Go, my children.
Yeah, we really need a Nexus right now, just so we could start pumping out dudes, right? To do some... another Blood in the Snow. Yeah... I guess we'll see what we top deck, but... Yeah, actually, I'll just give it to him. Good game. Man, we have 2 pieces of removal. Still just don't like getting stuck on 2 lands. I think I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is better. I like this. We're going to keep this. Let's see. Black, red. Alright, let's tuck a... Well, I guess... Doesn't quite matter. Let's just tuck the pathway. I like this. We'll go Veil into Pathway, Magda, and then we might be able to Halana. We might not. We'll see. We will see. I think it's still worth Magdaing into Halana here over Berserker. Not sure though. I'm not sure. Okay. See if they block. They do. Okay. Then we'll just go ahead and kill that. Kill him and then play. My preference was to play Halana there, but since they blocked, I'm okay with this exchange as well, right? I don't think that. All right. Not what I was expecting, but we still get to get. Ooh. I think we still. It's a little risky, but I think we still just get in there. Next turn, we'll be able to put the counter here, and then we can even make a dragon. So that makes me feel pretty good. Double trespasser. Fair. So we won't be able to make a dragon. But... maybe we do. We'll see how they block. If they double block the Berserker, then we're getting Infernal Grasp. Okay. Yeah. And we discard a card. That's unfortunate, but I think getting this 2-for-1 is more valuable. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was thinking it was the pay life one. So they still got a card out of us. Fair enough. So it was an even 2-for-2. Purveyor. Oh no. Oh, actually, that's not horrible. Actually, it's really not that bad at all now that I think about it, because we get to make a dragon. So that seems okay. Just make a dragon. So let's see. We can go fairly wide our opponent. Man, we've been in good shape if I played that Headless Rider pre-combat, but I should have taken a second. You guys know it. We caught the struggle bus for a reason. Struggle bus it for a reason. So Purveyor is going to let us... okay. Fair. Let's see. Still allows us... and our opponent skips it up. Okay. Alright, Magda, Halana, Skeletal Swarming seems decent. Will we draw some of our removal? We'll keep this one. Twitch, alright. Already looking bad for the home team. So, white-black mid-range. Magdas both look atrocious, but I guess we can sacrifice one to potentially ramp out a Halana, right? If I didn't have the second one, I would probably be more conservative, but I mean, I guess we could trade, right? We ramp them, they ramp us. Oh wow, okay. That's it felt like a pretty aggressive so let's just Magda again, I think. Because if we can land a Skeletal Swarming, I think I'm a little happier about that. Though granted, black white, oh no, that's right, they can't get rid of it. Hey, there we go. Hold up, wait a minute. Alright, we have double green, so let's get double black. And now let's get Nexus online. No attacks. So then next turn, let's see, Halana. Oh man, I wish we could do like both. So Halana pumps Magda. Lolth, okay.
I will show you what. Aren't I the generous one?
Yep, we'll have to take all of that, unfortunately. double Halana and Elena. We don't get overwhelmed though. How do we do this? I still want to do... Alright, so I guess we can go... here. Then attack... here. We need to draw land there, is what needed to happen. Alright. Now they're going to block with 1, right? Yep. And then I think we just go ahead and sack it. We decline. Like, I wonder if there's incentive to hit this merchant, right? To stop their card draw. Alright, alright. So then next turn, we could still Helena. And the question is, do we put the tokens or the counters on? I think it has to be Headless Riders, so they can't just Shambling Ghast it, right? Alright. Fair. Okay. There's 3. They're stuck at 5 mana. Fair. Like, we're getting pretty low on life, for sure. I think we have to do this instead of swarming here. No attacks. So they're going to take their turn to go get a land. They could still sack and draw a card, right? They can go again to the sideboard. They can ramp. Oh, wow. All right. So they're going wide on us. This is not looking good. Another Halana in hand isn't great. Swarming's gonna have to do some work for us here, for sure. What are we looking for? Double swarming, maybe. We can't, yeah, we can't afford to attack with our ghoul or our zombie here. Zombie dragon. Headless, ooh. That is not a bad pickup here. Or do we just get the swarming ball rolling, right? I think we need to get this ball rolling, unfortunately. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that Nambo. No, are we just dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not dead. Oh, they just have to fire up the Haven. Oh, no. Okay. They're trying not to kill... They're not killing our Helena. Interesting. I mean, we have another one. Oh, man, I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie. I was planning on making it one of our finishers. Okay, I like this. Do we still die? We still die on the crackback. Okay. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. I could have swore they would have blocked. I could have swore they would have blocked another way. That's why. I thought we were gonna lose Alana there. Like, all they had to do is block with the merchant and then some other thing. Well, I guess we get to pick damage, right? Okay. So what are they exiling? Look at how sick that is. The combo works. The combo works. For sure. Oh, did they have the board wipe? Oh, wait. Meat Hook? Doomscar. Okay. Okay. Can we play both? We can play... We could do... Alright, let's do that. So let's go... So we're not dead yet. So let's see. This doesn't really matter actually at this point. So black, and then play a Headless Rider so we can make a dude. I think this is the most mana efficient play that we can do, is my reasoning though. So let's see what they do here. I wanted to make sure we had a blocker in case they fired up the Haven. Oh, I guess we still die, right? Okay. That's not the worst. Merchant, okay. Us being at 4 is rough. Man, what a game. Okay, okay. So let's see here. What are we trying to do? We're gonna make a dude. Oh, this is gonna be close. Land's not quite what we wanted to see, but at least we get to make another dude. Do we just go wide here? We can make another guy and attack. We have one chump blocker, 1, 2. They're gonna have 1, 2, 3, and then yeah, they can't fire up both havens. So I think we just make this a block. So let's go here, and then attack like this, right? And then we could still make a dude. Unfortunately, these guys are tokens, so they won't get the Headless Rider buff. Okay, we could start whittling down our opponent. We're going to go ahead and hold off on the Nexus in case they do draw Blood in the Snow. We don't want them to, like, Blood... Hive Tyrant's a little awkward as well. So, let's see. Put our counters on the Skeleton, and then that way we can continue to kind of push damage even through their creatures. See if our opponent chooses to attack. They do not. We'll make a dude. Alright, give me Tovlar. Tovlar off the top. Oh! Oh, yes! So we go to combat, and we could give Overwhelm. Oh, yes. Better lucky than good, my friends. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. That, you gotta admit, chat, that's freaking hilarious. I want to leave back. I think this is correct. I mean, technically we could pump this to survive through that as well, but I'd rather not do that if we can help it. Could we have killed them? Maybe by giving Overwhelm here. Yep, that's gonna happen. Let's see where they put it. That's the important part. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Calling it feels good, man. Calling it feels good. So these are werewolf zombies, right? I mean, obviously everything else, but... Oh, that's cute. That's cool. This will probably be the last one. All right. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and give him Overwhelm. I think having 2 blockers is good enough. Yeah, let's... Wait, he's flipped, right? Why did he... Oh, it's upkeep that he... Oh, man. Unfortunate. Okay. Fair enough. That was my bad. So we did have lethal. I should have done my math a little bit better. Another Nexus. Alright, let's just... Let's keep a card in hand. And I'd rather just make a dude. So we're going to hold on our other Nexus. Actually, we are going to need the other dude now I think about it. Because the Hive has Overwhelm. Wow, we got pretty lucky there. Actually, I got punished. We should have just went for lethal. Yeah, so I got punished there for sure. For sure. See, our opponent goes to combat. Yep. They're going to exile. That seems fine. We're going to make... Block here. Block here. Oh, wait, hold on. We could kill them both like this. There we go. That's correct. They don't have enough to meat hook massacre us, right? There we go. Now he flips. And the opponent blows up. Man, wow. Well, happy friends, that is the deck. And I gotta say, it was slightly stressful and slightly fun all at the same time. I'll be honest. I'll put it at a 2. I think with some refinement, this deck could potentially be a 3, but I wouldn't go much higher than that. I think it's a little too cute. Some adjustments I would make to the deck. I would probably go 4 Infernal Grass, 3 Dragon's Fires, and then I really actually feel like Dig Up is actually correct in this deck because it'll let us get our land early, but later in the game we can use it to tutor up a Nexus. So I do think it's that. And then I think there's some incentive. I probably honestly went a little too wide on the skis, right? I can easily see this being like a base werewolf deck with like Headless Rider, and I mean maybe even just cut the Halana, right? Because they were kind of the least well, they actually won us a lot of games. So that, yeah, I think Berserker was cool. So maybe cut like a Magda and War Master and then just go Headless Rider. I'm not sure, but I do think the Dig Up is definitely there. But yeah, I think right now it's a solid 2, but it was fun to watch, right? And if you like memeing some, then maybe you can make some things happen, or even maybe you guys can figure it out. Like, maybe we should have actually ran blue for Dwarf, so Nexus could and Dwarf give all our guys flying. Like, maybe that's the correct play, right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Maybe we'll revisit this deck, maybe we won't. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much, happy friends. And until next time, as always, happy gaming.